is up, you horror nerds? It is me, your host, Jeremiah Duncan. Welcome once again to the channel. Today's review, it's a classic. May not be for the mainstream because it is pretty gruesome and some squeamish scenes for you, but the true horror fan can appreciate and love this 1980 film. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Cannibal Holocaust. Yes, if you've seen many of my reviews, you know that I'm a Deodato fan. I have the book. I did a review on the book. Check it out. A lot of cool features and pictures in there. This here is the DVD. The most controversial film ever made. Moo. So look at that. Wow. Look at them. Oh my God. Ah, they're just screaming. Yeah. Grindhouse Releasing presents the most controversial ever movie. This is the unrated version. Yeah. So if you are not familiar with this, even look at here. The most disturbing and shocking film I have ever seen, Eli Roth. Let's read the back. If you aren't familiar with this one, I understand. It's semi-underground, just because the only way it's really known is because of the shock value of it. So if you haven't heard of this one, let's teach you about it, all right? The one that goes all the way. Banned and heavily censored the world over, here is a film that surpasses its reputation as a shotgun blast to the senses. Cannibal Holocaust presents the found footage of a group of 4 documentary filmmakers who experienced brutal death at the hands of a savage South American tribe of flesh eaters. This footage is so intense, so graphic, and so unflinching in its realism that the director and producer of Cannibal Holocaust were arrested upon its original release and the film seized. Nothing you have seen before will prepare you for this uncompromising masterpiece of cinematic nihilism. Stage Stallone and Bob Murawski of Grindhouse Releasing proudly present the definitive release of the most controversial movie ever made. So this is a 2-disc deluxe edition. I had to have it. I had to have the interviews with Deodato and all the wonderful behind-the-scene footage. It's in my top 10 favorite films of all time, mainly because it is so shocking and everything. It is definitely not for the faint of heart. There's rape, there's animal mutilation, like real animals getting killed, which later Deodato went on to apologize for and realized the error in his ways. Like the back was saying, is arrested upon the release. So when it released in Milan, the police came and found Ruggero Deodato, arrested him, and said, "Where's the crew? You have killed all the actors and actresses. They're dead. You are going to jail for a long time, blah, blah, blah." Well, turns out the man was a genius when it came to this. He made the actors and actresses sign waivers to say, hey, after this, when this film is released, I'm going to disappear for a year. You will not see me, to make this found footage even more realistic. So no one had seen the people that were in this movie because it was found footage, and they thought they were really dead. So they had to break the contract, bring those people into court and be like, no, they're alive. They're right here, So that is just phenomenal marketing. I absolutely loved it. I mean, it brings a tear to my eye how beautiful it is. But seriously, this movie is just awesome. There's some, like I said, some rough scenes to watch in there. Overall, the story's good. Later on, there was rumblings about Eli Roth, because he's a huge fan, remaking this. He ended up steering his own path and did Green Inferno. Of course, Deodato, I did a review on Jungle Holocaust, which is kind of the precursor to this. They're not related films, but he did about 3 cannibal films, and this was number 2. That was number 1. Just a phenomenal movie. The one thing that I think was hilarious, though, to just show you how jacked up Japanese horror lovers are, this was actually, I think, in 1984, something shortly after it was released, 1983, somewhere beginning 80s. This was released in Japan. It ended up being number 2 in the box office, second to E.T. Okay, so The Japanese people love aliens and gruesome murders, apparently. So if you've ever seen Japanese horror films, you know what I'm talking about. They're twisted, man, and they're awesome. So let me know what you think. Solid 8 out of 10 for me on this 1980 release from Deodato. It's shot great, got a good feel. The found footage stuff I love, Blair Witch, that's just adds to the creepiness and the realism. Paranormal Activity stuff, I like it. Judge me, whatevs. But let me know what your thoughts are of Cannibal Holocaust. Is it too much? Is it not enough? Love to hear from you. Comment below, subscribe, like, you know the drill. Let's talk about it. Have a good one.